Hi guys, and happy Wednesday. This is obviously your favorite day of the week because it is the day that the Hot Seat with Priscilla is on. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and I'm always glad to be here in studio, meeting amazing people of Las Vegas, and most importantly, bringing them to all my viewers here in Las Vegas and beyond. So today we have an amazing and more intimate show. We only have two guests today, but it's amazing because both of these people don't have much in common of what they're doing. So we kind of get both different sides of Las Vegas, coming from the performance side and then also the business side. Two very big things that Las Vegas is very known for. We're a city of entertainment, but we're also a city of a lot of dreamers and entrepreneurs. So I cannot wait for you guys to meet them. And of course, I'm just going to give a little shout out to last week to Kevin Lapine, the hypnotist that I had on the show that took over the show for me in the second half and also did a little demonstration of his show here in studio with two amazing volunteers. I saw his show last night with the production team, and it was actually amazing. And I wish I had seen it prior to doing his interview, but now after meeting him, and watching him on stage, I was just so proud to support him as a fellow Las Vegas local. So make sure that when you come back from the break, you got all your tea, your coffee, your drinks, whatever you're ready to do, and just sit down and watch these amazing interviews that I have coming up. After the break, we have our first guest, and he is a man of the hour. He is out here in Las Vegas being an entrepreneur in PR, marketing, communications, working with a lot of nonprofits and other organizations that support Black-owned businesses, along with all other businesses in Las Vegas that he can fully support and be there for the locals, for the people, and help support as much as he can. So make sure to tune in, and after the break, we are going to meet our first guest. See you then.
Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer these services. We've been streaming shows live in real time for over 4 years on major social media platforms and also on our website socialmediashows.com. And we are now on Roku TV. We welcome you to have your own show on our TV network. Call us 651-955-8743 or email us at admin@socialmediashows.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for staying after the break. I'm so excited for you to meet our first guest. Like I said, he is here in the business section of Las Vegas. He's helping a lot of nonprofits around the area, along with a lot of other local businesses that could use the help of PR, because nowadays we have so many resources to promote and really bring awareness to a lot of locals and great people in our city. So everyone, please welcome Guy Dawson. Hi, thank you so much for being on my show. Please take a seat. Welcome to the Hot Seat.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the Hot Seat.
Of course, this is amazing. This is our first time meeting. Now, I did a little research on you prior to coming to the show because, you and I have never met before. And so you are a very educated man. You have a lot of education from California. Is that where you're originally from?
I am. I'm from Long Beach, California.
Oh, nice. So tell us a little bit about the journey of California to Las Vegas. Now, you've always been in business, and how did you see Las Vegas as the place where you wanted to reside?
Wow, have I always been in business? I started my first business when I was 11 years old. And I got the entrepreneurial bug at a young age. I started cutting lawns and washing cars, and it was a great thing to be 11 years old and to have money in your pocket. And I learned a lot about team building, how to run a business at a very young age. So throughout my life, I've always been involved in some type of entrepreneurial experience. I mean, I've had regular jobs, but I've always had this desire to create income for myself and to help others as well. I moved to Vegas in 1996, and actually when I first came out here, I was in construction because the city was just booming, and I was out of college a couple of years, and there was a lot of opportunities out here in that particular industry. So I worked in construction for many years, and then I got into entertainment I became a stagehand, so I started to learn behind the scenes in the entertainment industry, but there was always some business going on in the background. And yes, like you had mentioned before, Vegas is definitely a city of opportunity. And I could see that when I moved out here, and so yeah, I've been here 27 years.
Wow,
27 years almost I've lived in Las
So
Vegas.
you've watched Las Vegas just kind of grow and be in two different complete areas of what Vegas is. Like you see, like Vegas is very drastic. Like it goes from all these different stages and it always has these like milestones in its building, right? Like back it's like the Elvis days to like the Mint, and like you're seeing all these hotels being rebuilt and the focus on different things in this city, right? And at the end of the day, it's all about business, right? And I feel like that's very perfect. Like it brings a lot of people in. People find Las Vegas as a city that's very, you know, you can capitalize on it a lot. And then they reside here, they retire here, and they open businesses. So when did you really decide that you wanted to get into the marketing aspect?
So I started really focusing in specifically on marketing and PR around 2007, 2008.
Okay.
And what happened was I did a lot of personal development through the mid-2000s. Went to a lot of seminars and courses and just figured out what I wanted to be when I grew up. Like I had mentioned to you, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I've started businesses. I've made money in business, lost money in business like most of us. But I had never really found the thing that was my calling. And through a lot of personal development, I really discovered what was my purpose and what I was truly meant to do in business. And that's what led to me starting the PR and marketing company in 2008. I finally resonated my skill set and what I feel I'm really designed to bring in terms of success for people in business is the public relations and marketing. And so I've been in business for 15 years, and I've never thought about giving it up because it's what I do. It's what I'm all about, and I've had the opportunity to work with some amazing people and companies here in Vegas and around the world over the last 15 years.
Yeah, and that's great. I know you're all about professionalism. That's something that your business is marketing on. That's like kind of like your tagline is like you're built on professionalism. You're built on doing things and having a great reputation. And I know you started pretty much in the beginning with pro bono work, right? Just trying to build up a lot of, you know, the clientele and the reputation, all of those things. And I think what's good, and that you said that, was because you've been a businessman, you know what it's like to be on the other side, right? So do you feel like that kind of helps you see what businesses need in order to help them when it comes to PR, marketing, communications?
I want to commend you on being a well-prepared journalist, by the way, because you obviously did your homework.
Oh, I did.
And I know you said you did, but you really did your homework. So
did.
I want to compliment you, number
Thank
one,
you.
on that. But the point that you made about understanding where business people are because of my own experiences in business, I think that that's really important. I can definitely relate to the small business person because of my own experiences and understanding the way they think. And also understanding the climate of business, specifically here in Vegas, but really anywhere. It takes a warrior to be a small business owner because it's a very challenging way to go about earning a living. You know you have something that you want to bring to the market that will serve people and feed your family and take care of you. But it takes a real warrior's mentality to do that.
Yeah.
And I understand that aspect, and I think, yes, business people, they can really relate to, I can relate to them and they can relate to me because I really speak in their language. I think that that's an important thing anytime you're trying to help someone, is that you be able to speak their language and you understand the way that they think. And yes, so to answer your question, when I sit down with them, they know I've been in their shoes, or that I'm in their shoes right now,
Yeah.
depending on when it is.
Yeah, so you probably build a really great relationship based on that. That's more trusting, right? Because I think a lot of businesses put a lot out hoping that it's a great investment, right? You got to put a lot of money out, for workers to build all this stuff just to keep your business running, and then you kind of hope that it's going to be a success. It's kind of like a trial and error thing with a lot of businesses, whether it's restaurants, spas, casinos, hotels, whatever it may be, right? And nowadays with a lot of media, like, it kind of helps, but some people, they don't really know how. There's some, you know what I mean? Like, so I know public relations comes with a lot of different aspects, and I want to kind of focus on what you personally do, because I know you do other organizations, but let's just focus on Classy Communications. Is that your business name?
Right, yeah.
Right.
Classy Communications, PR, and Advertising is the business that I've been in since 2008.
Okay, great. So yeah, like a lot of public relations has a lot of, like, within corporate communications, there's a lot of other communications, marketing, then events, and then media. There's different aspects. So I would love for you to tell the viewers what specifically you guys focus on, if all of those things, or just kind of the media and kind of promotion.
Right, yeah. I mean, purely from the media perspective, we're experiencing public relations. These are the types of things that I do for our clients, is that I help to position them to gain greater exposure, just like social media shows is providing a wonderful opportunity here for me to get the word out about my business. So at our core, this is what we're all about, and there are so many different platforms that are available to practice public relations in. Since 2008, which was just the beginning of social media, there's been a real evolution in the way that you position your clients. Back when I started my business, we were still faxing media kits to newspapers. Well, obviously hardly anyone uses a fax nowadays. The world of public relations has really evolved.
Yes.
But the principles of public relations haven't really changed at all. It's really about positioning the people that you're working with in front of the people that are most likely to buy something from them or to connect with them. And PR is all about stories.
Yes.
And that's what we're really doing. Again, great journalism, because it's all about taking a person's story and sharing it to people who are going to be interested in it. People buy stories. Everyone loves stories.
Yes.
And so specifically the PR part of our business is really about that. I'm just a storyteller, and we just use all these different mediums, such as social media shows, a platform like this, or email marketing, or social media, to tell the story about the businesses that we work with, and people, they're interested. And when they're interested in your story, they're more likely to want to do business with you.
Yes, and that's very, very, very important, because everyone has one. Whether or not it's something you can relate to, at the end of the day, you know that these people are genuine and they want to put that off. Obviously not. There's a lot of businesses that might not be, but a lot of local ones, I'm pretty sure, have something where they put their heart and soul into this, or they're carrying on something. And so it kind of makes you want to build an personal relationship with your clients, I'm pretty sure, and you probably have a lot of stories of your own where you can be like, oh my God, I watched this person's business build. Do you have a lot of inspiring stories like that motivate you?
I do. One of the advantages of being able to stay in business is that you have lots of stories to tell, because the survival rate of most small businesses is very small. I mean, you just don't see a lot of businesses that are able to make it for long. There's a lot of reasons for that. So yes, my experience of having been able to keep my business going throughout all these years has given me a lot of insight, and I've worked with literally hundreds of businesses over this time. So I've got a lot of perspectives to offer when I sit down with a small business owner or a large business owner. Just experiences. I've seen certain things work really well. I've seen certain things that didn't work very well. And I guess that's the value that I'm bringing to them, is that many, many experiences. I've helped develop many, many stories, and that is helping them to be able to position themselves to get the exposure that will help them to sell more things.
Exactly.
Ultimately, it's all about helping the clients that we work with sell more products or services.
Right. And so that's your business, and I know that you also are part of other organizations. You know are the executive director, vice president, and you work with nonprofits, and then you also help Black-owned businesses as well. So tell us a little of the story between these different organizations. I know they're part of like the Chamber of Commerce. Am I correct?
Yes, we have an organization called the Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce, and we established that nonprofit organization in 2019. We started hosting these events back in 2015 called Businesses with Heart. Being in PR, when I got my business started, and you had mentioned earlier that we did a lot of pro bono work. Mm-hmm. That was 2008, as you know, was a very challenging time in business. So we got the business started at that time, but of course, a lot of companies were pulling back their marketing and PR dollars. Mm-hmm. The way that we cut our chops in that realm was working with nonprofit organizations pro bono, which was a great thing for us because we learned a lot. We got to make a lot of connections that we wouldn't have made, and we got to give back to our community. And that created some good business karma. Eventually, we started to get hired for more and more projects, and when we started hosting these events called Businesses with Heart in 2015, it was great because it brought that whole philanthropic piece together, the businesses and the nonprofit organizations. And that's what the Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce is all about. It's about developing both of those pillars of the community. Nonprofit organizations have so much to give. So many smaller nonprofit organizations as well as larger ones are making major contributions to society. And we want to highlight that as well as the contributions of the business community. So bringing both of them together is really what the Chamber is all about, and we are a resource to bring both of those pillars of the community together to support their success.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, giving back to the community is probably a great reward within itself, because I feel like why you like what you do so much is because you like connecting with these people and to see how can I help these people thrive. And so you also have a podcast, am I right? Where it's professionals, you kind of interview professionals in the city and like talk about different things from sports to business. When did that start? What's your goal when it comes to meeting all these different business people in the city?
So I started a AM radio show back in 2011 called PR Connections. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time that I had ever done any broadcasting. What happened was I took one of my clients into the studio as a PR person, as a representative, and I ended up walking out of there with my own radio show. So that was the beginning of my broadcasting career, and over the last decade I've done AM radio, internet television, cable television. I've had a lot of experience in the media world. And again, it's just another element of public relations is that it's always great to be able to position your clients to be successful through media that you create on your own. I love opportunities like this. Maria and I have been friends for many years, and I always appreciate being able to go on other media platforms. There's a tremendous amount of value as a PR company for us, though, in being able to create our own platforms to bring our clients and other people in business on. And it's always about value. I'm always looking for how I can create more value for people who are in business or have organizations.
Right.
Media works every single time. It's been the nonstop aspect of our business for the last 15 years.
And I'm sure you learn a lot, like with broadcasting. You can kind of get a sense of just learning different aspects. I'm all about whatever you do as a career, there's different things that you can learn from the other side. So that way you can always keep in mind what you could do to kind of better your own business and how to better give back to the community or give back in whatever industry that you're in. So I'm pretty sure even being on the show today, you're learning a lot in general, and the wheels are turning, and every day is a new day, new clients, what can I do with this person? Oh, I remember that one time, right? So do you take a lot from every experience you get? Do you feel that you connect with that statement a lot, that you kind of see both sides and it helps you?
I do. I mean, I understand what it's like to be in your seat. I interview a lot of people, and that in itself is an education.
Yeah. It is.
Interviewing people, you learn a lot about them just in a very short period of time. Like I've just been sitting here talking to you, and you've learned a lot about my life, more than most people know about my life, actually. And it's like you get a little piece of them, and your education about different industries or different people, it grows and it enhances your skills. So yes, absolutely. I've interviewed so many people, heard about so many business models throughout the years that it has definitely affected the way that I go about my own business, the way that I do things within our company, our team. Media, again, just it's so powerful, and we live in this age where everyone can create media, but some of us are obsessed. And that just happens to be the business that we're in.
You have to obsess, you gotta succeed, so you have to be all in all the time in order to push through. So I want to ask you this one more question I always ask a lot of my guests is there a philosophy in which you live by? Can be a very deep question.
Never quit.
There you go.
Never, ever, ever quit. I think that really is the difference between success and failure that I found in business, is that you never know what's around the corner. And as long as you can just keep the doors open in your business or whatever it is that you're pursuing. I do a lot of things with professionals, not just people who actually own businesses. And you encounter all kinds of challenges. We all do. If we didn't encounter challenges, we wouldn't be who we are. If everyone could do what you know how to do, you wouldn't be special.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be special. It's the fact that we are able to overcome a lot. And that's what I'm saying. Just never, ever, ever quit. You never know when success is right around the corner. Most people fail because they quit.
Right.
In 40 years of being an entrepreneur, that's the thing that I've seen over and over again. The only people who end up failing are the people who quit as business people or professionals.
Exactly, and I stand by that 100%. Now, I would love you to tell the audience, like right before we go, to all the local business owners that we are lovely viewers and everyone who's inspired by you, where can they go to kind of get in contact with you, to kind of learn about the business, inquire a little bit about if they would like to work with you? So if you could tell the audience that information.
Yes, you can go to our website, classycommunications.net, to find out about all the services that we offer in the public relations and marketing realm. And if you want more information about the Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce, you can go to causemarketingchamber.com. You can join and learn about how we help businesses and nonprofits in that area.
Amazing. Well, amazing interview. I hope that you had an amazing time, and it's not too hot. I know this hot seat is hot, but I hope you seem very relaxed, and it's a pleasure meeting you. I'd love to continue to connect with you and hear about all your successes in this building, this great big city of Las Vegas that's constantly growing every single day. So everyone, Guy Dawson, everyone, he's fantastic. Make sure to go follow all his websites. Go reach out to him if you need some help. I'm sure he will take really great care of you when it comes to showing you off to everybody in the world. Let's go to the world. Not just Las Vegas, not just the country, the world. So everyone, Guy Dawson. When we come back, we have a burlesque and theater performer and producer that's going to sit on this seat and then also perform for you at the end. So make sure to stay tuned to watch this amazing interview.